Hello, welcome to another book review, and my word is a lot of light. Let's see if I can do something about this. Well, I don't know how much that helped, but let's see how this goes. Anyhow, welcome back to yet another book review. Yeah, haven't done one of these in a while. The last one I did, I believe, was Mrs. Craddock by W. Somerset Maugham. Correct me if I'm mistaken, but I believe that's the last one I did. Oh no, it was that. Oh God, it was that one book, The Shawl by Cynthia Ozick, that I didn't particularly like. But this time, I got a book here that is excellent, I think. Well, not excellent. It was really good. Let's just say that it was adequate. It's much better than the last one I read. So anyhow, I may as well get to it. This book is by an author who I've heard of, certainly, and I've collected quite a lot of his books, but I haven't really got round to reading him until recently. So I thought I may as well review him on this channel. And the author is Kingsley, and the book being Russian Hide and Seek. Now, you can see by the cover that is a Russian bear holding a Union Jack shield or something or other there. So that may give you an idea as to what the story is about. It says here, the most entertaining novelist alive, from Anthony Burgess. Yeah, Anthony Burgess right there. Anyhow, so what is this book about anyhow? Well, this book is set in the 21st century in an England that is ruled by the Russians, basically. Not communist Russians, because it's mentioned in here that Marxism is dead, but Russians nonetheless that, are of a totalitarian bent, I suppose you could say. But anyway, this book has a couple different plots and subplots going on, and they all come together and such and work kind of wonderfully and all that. So I guess the main story is about this young officer by the name of Alexander Petrovsky. I believe that's how you say it, Petrovsky. Well, it's back there. It's back there. Petrovsky. Yeah. And basically, he is the son of I suppose the controller of the Russian I don't know, dispatch or something or other. He's essentially the son of a high official, and basically he gets involved with in an affair, a romantic affair, mind you, with the wife of the deputy director. That's a very high position as well. And basically, in the midst of all that, somehow he sort of gets in his head that what he's doing is not for the sake of his country, and basically he sort of starts becoming a counter-revolutionary, shall we say. And basically he tries to give the English England back, and starts to organize a revolution and such with some friends of his, all Russian. Most of the main characters are Russian in this, because it's Russian hide and seek and all that. The title Russian hide and seek is kind of significant. I don't want to necessarily say why, because I don't want to spoil any of you, but yeah. So that's basically the main plot of him trying to give Britain back to the British, and himself sleeping with various women and all of that, and really that's pretty much the basis of it. I mean, there's quite a lot of commentary on religion in here, because as we know, even though they are not communist, the Russians, I suppose, in this particular instance, have abrogated the Anglican Church, and now I suppose Alexander is having churches rebuilt and everything, and a whole bunch of British culture comes back into fruition and all of that, and you get, I suppose, symbolism and parallelism in all of that in this volume right here. Let's see if there's anything else. I'm sorry if this sounds kind of improvised. It's because it is. I finished this book about a day ago, but the time I'm filming this is a Monday that I'm filming this. You probably won't see this for a real long time, but yeah, this book can be rather humorous at some points in just the way that Kingsley Amis describes certain situations, not all of which are sexual, but some of them are. And, it wasn't overly political, so far as I know, so that's always good. And this was written in 1980, or published in 1980, so it may very well be prophetic, because obviously this year is 2020, and this actually takes place in, I believe, 2035 or something like that. Yeah, 2035. So, I'm sorry, I sound real disorganized. It's just that so much has happened over the course of these few days, and you won't see this for a real long time. But anyhow, that was my very rambling sort of a review of Russian Hide and Seek by Kingsley Amis. I give this my highest recommendation. It won't take you too long to read. It took me about 4 days to read this, because, well, if I was uninterrupted, I'd probably finish it in a day or two. So it's a very quick read. And also it can be quite humorous. And I actually studied this novel as I was reading it, because this may portend to a future project. You never know. Anyhow, that was the book review. I'm gonna go and leave myself to my own devices, and that's pretty much it. You all have a good evening, and pick this up. if you can.